And we are back. This is the Enterprise Joy podcast, where strategy meets speed. Enterprise strategies for leaders in under 5 minutes. I'm Vishal, your mover and shaker through the organizational mechanics to help you respond better with intent. Our theme this week is strategic flexibility in uncertain times, and today we get into the leadership behaviors that makes flexibility more than just a buzzword. We are talking about ambidextrous leadership, the skill of knowing when to open, when to close, and how to shift gears without grinding your team down. So let's get into it. This concept first emerged in organizational theory, but it's found its strongest footing in leadership research over the last decade. At its core, it's the ability to alternate between two behaviors. The opening behaviors, that is to encourage risk-taking, autonomy, and idea generation, and the closing behaviors to drive focus, discipline, execution, and delivery. The idea is not to balance these out. The real skill is to know when to open, when to close, depending on what the moment demands. In a landmark 2015 meta-analysis, the highest performing teams were not the ones that stayed creative or efficient all the time. They were the ones led by managers who could switch modes dynamically. They generated more ideas, shipped more outcomes. Ambidexterity was a trained habit. Fast forward to 2022, a study looked at over 300 entrepreneurs and found that founders who led with clear intent and managed smaller teams of less than 10 direct reports were significantly more likely to embed strategic flexibility into their businesses. If your question is why does that number matter? It's because with too many layers, feedback loops slow down, leaders lose the ability to sense, shift, and support the behavioral toggling, and that's when the ambidextrous muscle weakens. So this is not a soft skill, it's a designable way of working with measurable impact. Picture this. You are leading a team rolling out a new product. You begin with an open stance, create space for exploratory work, market sensing, wild ideas, even failures. But the moment a promising direction emerges, you shift. You close the loop, you prioritize, allocate budgets, set delivery timelines. Now it's all about execution, quality, and go-to-market speed. This is leadership choreography. And this is what separates organizations that start things from those that scale things. And the best part, you don't even have to be a founder to practice this. You can lead like this as a product owner, an engineering manager, or even a cross-functional team. The principles remain the same. In fact, the real power of ambidextrous leadership lies in creating psychological clarity for your team. In a 2020 paper published in the Leadership Quarterly, researchers found that when leaders signal mode changes clearly, the team stress levels reduce, ownership improves, and output consistency increases, even under volatile conditions. So it's not just what you toggle, it's how transparently you toggle, and that is what makes the difference. So if you want to test your ambidextrous leadership muscle, here's something that you can do today. Step 1. Do a self-scan. Look at the last month. Were you more open mode or closed mode? Which behaviors did your team experience more of, autonomy or structure, and which was missing? Step 2. Design toggle experiment. Pick one initiative. Maybe it's a lagging feature release or a struggling idea backlog. Run a short open sprint, invite bold ideas, remove constraints, then follow it up with a closing sprint. Make decisions, set deadlines, ship it. And step 3, observe the effects. See what happens to team morale, momentum, and clarity. When done intentionally, it doesn't just boost performance, it sharpens the energy rhythm of your team. Because when we talk about flexibility, most people jump onto tools, policies, or structures. But the real differentiator, that lies between the ears of the leadership. The ability to intentionally switch leadership behavior without disorienting your team. That is the superpower behind adaptable organizations. Tomorrow we'll close this week's theme by going a level deeper into systems and operations. We'll look at IT flexibility, feedback systems, and design principles that help turn adaptive leadership into enterprise capability. I'm Vishal, and this is the Enterprise Joy podcast, Enterprise Strategies for Leaders in under 5 minutes. Flex your leadership behaviors today. I'll see you tomorrow.